Hello everyone, welcome to Project Zomboid. So I'm going to try a different game for once, because I normally play a lot of Minecraft. This is kind of going to be one of those videos where I explain the game a little bit, because ideally I'd get a few of you guys into it. My regulars and the people that are, interested in a game like this. So Project Zomboid is, I think it's an do they call it isometric? You'll see it when we get in there, but it's one of those where you spawn in, there's a ton of zombies around you, and you've got a little bit of crafting in there, which is where I think there's like an overlap between this and Minecraft. You have to go out and you have to find lots of materials, and you do have a load of skills that you need to like get up, and you can only build some certain things when you've got a high enough crafting level. Is it crafting? I can't remember what it's called, but we're gonna hop into a quick solo game. I'm gonna probably put it on. I'm gonna put it on Apocalypse. So this is a stealth. No, you know what? Let's put it on Survivor, because it's just a lot easier when it's on Survivor. Because yeah, if you're in Apocalypse, then you get like one bit of hurt. If one zombie comes near you, then you're basically dead. That's not true. I mean, I played on Apocalypse before, and it's been very challenging, let's say. So I'm going to put it on Survivor just because I'm going to be explaining the game as I go. So if we just hop in, I should probably explain this as well. So you get a couple of spawn locations. I will tell you what, let's hop over to one of the big maps that you can find online. Okay, I don't know how well you can see this, but this is a really cool Project Zomboid map project. Really cool website. So what you can do is, usually there's 4 spawn locations. So I believe this is a spawn location over here. I could be wrong. No, wait. I definitely know this one over here is a spawn location. This is Riverside. Yeah, it says it right there. Area Riverside. Again, you might not be able to see this because it's kind of small, but yeah, this is Riverside, so you can spawn anywhere in here. So we could spawn. I did a recent game with the missus. I spawned right here. Unfortunately, she spawned, I believe. Actually, I think she spawned over here, and we didn't know where we were. So I ended up going along this ridge. This is a big river, by the way, which is why it's called Riverside, right? So I ended up walking all the way along here, and then she ended up walking, I think, through the forest a little bit, and then she was walking around this bit. We were trying to meet up, and she got swarmed and died. And then I went into one of these places over here. So there's like a furniture store and things like that, and I got swarmed and died. So, but to be fair, after Marge died, I was like, you know what, let's not do this right now, because we were both very tired at the time. But I did get that on camera, but I don't have any of the clips anymore, unfortunately. But anyway, so this is Riverside. Where's the other one? I think there's this one here, which is West Point. And again, each of them have their own like special feature. But what you could do, this is what we were going to do at one point. I was going to spawn in Riverside, and Marge was going to spawn like over here somewhere. I think this one of these is... No, maybe not. Maybe it's down this way. Rosewood, which I believe is over here. Yeah, over here is Rosewood. This one's the easiest. There's a really, really nice place to go, which is the fire department. You can fortify this entire place, and that way zombies can't get in, and you've got quite a large area. There's also an upstairs to this, and what you can do is you can break the stairs, and you can come in like up and down via a rope, and that's like a really cheaty way of getting around things. I don't think I'm going to go Rosewood, because I've done a good few playthroughs where we did Rosewood. And it was just... I think this is definitely the easiest. I've not been over to the prison yet, though, to be fair. But anyway, think this one over here is the last one. This is Muldrag. I think that's how you say it. M-U-L-D-R-A-U-G-H. Muldrag? I don't know how you say it, but anyway, that thing. This one, I think, is kind of okay. I did a playthrough on this recently where we fortified this location. So, again, I don't think I'm going to do a Muldrag one. I might do a Riverside, because I haven't done a Riverside one in a while. But those are the 4 spawn locations. So, I think there's, like, this one here, this one here, this one here, and up here as well. This one, I believe, is, like, one of the most difficult, because one of the end game plans that there is to get into Louisville, which is over here. And this is like a massive city. And there's a horse track, and I believe somewhere around here there's like a place where you can... Where is it? There's like a shopping mall. You get like guns and stuff in it, which is pretty cool. But that would be the end game for us. I think what I'm going to do, though, is take it kind of slow, and we're going to start off in Riverside. So if we pop back to the game, here we are. To be fair, it does say that there's a couple of like intro to what each of these things are, right? So this talks about Muldrag. I'm not going to read through them. I'm just going to click on Riverside and hit next. And now there's a bunch of professions that you can get. So each of these like increases your stats. Some of them actually give you like something that is unique to those specific like things. Like the chef, you get +3 in your cooking stat. And there's a carpenter. That's what it's called. It's not called crafting. It's called carpentry, because you're building stuff with like wood and nails. So that makes sense. But there's a few that give you like a couple of these traits over here. We are going to go unemployed. In fact, what I've done is I've already selected right here. This is the traits we're going to go with. So we're going to start off with unemployed. And we're going to take a few of the negative perks. And the reason you pick negative perks is because that way you can have some more positive perks, if you know what I mean. So I always go with pacifist. I don't know why exactly. I watched a bunch of videos on this, like probably years ago now. And pacifist apparently was a really good one to take, because he gave you 4 more points to spend on other things. So we're going to take pacifist. Just means you're less effective with weapons. But that just means one more hit with a baseball bat or something on a zombie, and then they die, instead of like just a couple of hits and then they die. Prone to illness. This means that if you get a disease, or you're more prone to get a disease. But I believe the only way that you can get diseases is if you like cut yourself, or you get bit, for example, or you get scratched by a zombie. You can get like that can get infected and stuff. So we're just not going to cut ourselves or get bit. I think that's like a bit of a dumb thing to say, but that's the plan. We're gonna try not to get hurt. I mean, you should probably try not to get hurt anyway, but you know what I mean. We've got a weak stomach, which means you've got a higher chance of getting an illness from food. But that's if you eat food that's gone off. And we're just not going to eat food that's gone off. That's kind of self-explanatory as well. This one I remember being a really good perk to pick. There's another one in here which everyone always says you should pick, which is smoker. But I really don't like smoking. Like, even in video games, it just... And it's also something that you have to go and find. You have to go find cigarettes. And I don't really want that to be a thing, so we're not gonna do smoker. But anyway, We've also got Sunday Driver, which means you drive really slow, and that just gives you 1 extra point. I needed one that gave me 1 extra point because I needed an extra point for the 4 skills that I wanted. And the 4 skills that I've got is Dexterous, which means I can transfer items into my inventory, so I can pick stuff up super quickly. And I can drop things really quickly as well, so it's a really useful one to have. We've also got Fast Reader. Now, in this game, books are really good. They basically give you, like, bonus experience. It's a weird way to think about it, right? Because it means that you get, like, double experience for the book that you've read. So, if we read book 1 of Carpentry, I think it's between level 1 and 2. So when you get to level 2, book 1 of Carpentry just doesn't have an effect. So you need to read book 2 of Carpentry. But if you read book 1 of Carpentry and you haven't got any levels in Carpentry yet, and then you like try and train your Carpentry up, it will go twice as fast. So you need to read the book first, and then you get like this double experience for 2 levels basically. We've also got Fast Learner, which is just insanely good because it just means you gain more XP with like everything. I think there's a few more of these, which is like you gain more XP in certain bits. I might be wrong though. I haven't looked at this in a while, so apologies. And these aren't going to be the best perks. I'm just giving you an example of why I'm going to be picking these perks. And I don't really know about this one here, which is Strong, because it's 10 whole points. And it does give you 4 strength to begin with, which is really good, because 4 strength, you need lots of strength for like your carry weight, so how much you can carry. But later on, we will be getting like extra bags and stuff, which means you put stuff in the bags and it will like cut down on how heavy things are. So if you put like, I don't know, a tire or something from a car in a bag, if the tire normally weighs like 10, it will weigh like 5 or something like that. So I don't know. Strength is also really good for like weapons, I believe. I can't really remember, but anyway, that's what I'm picking. I'm picking Strong. It was either Strong or Athletic. Athletic just means that you can run for longer periods. Technically, we don't need this one here. I tried to go for all of the ones which weren't like give me more skills in stuff that we can just train, because that just seems like a waste to me. But I don't really feel like training my strength up, because to do that you have to do like, it's like in real life, you have to do some gym stuff. You have to like sit-ups and push-ups and stuff, and then the next couple of days your arms hurt, and that actually does affect you quite a bit. So, and you need to eat more and things, I believe, anyway. So that's the 4 that I'm taking. Those are the 4 that I'm also taking, so the negatives and the positives. And that is probably enough talking right there for this, like at the beginning. I have a pre-made as well. Where's his beard gone? I swear I put a beard on this bloke, because I've got a full beard. I tried to make this guy look as like much like me as possible. I've even got the Pilpoh blue. And I do tend to wear jeans, although technically my jeans are normally black. It just looked really weird like that. And you can't make him... Ooh, you can make him walk. Look how he walks. Running. Anyway, play. We're going to jump right into it. These are the end of times. There was no hope of survival. This is how you die. Because you will die in this game, and it's brutal. So hopefully we don't die straight away like we did on the previous playthrough, which I won't even show you guys. But okay, I'm not gonna lie, I spawned in the worst place, and then I couldn't find a weapon, and I ran around and died. And I was like, that was a bad spawn, we're just going to restart. So this is the second time I loaded in. Okay, let's see what we get this time. Please don't be the same place. Nope, it's not the same place. And in fact, we can close the curtains. Close the curtains over here as well. We can do the device options on the TV. And we can turn it on. And we can turn it really, really quiet. And put life and living TV on. And what this does is, if I click on skills right here, our boredom, is it tuning? Okay, we are on there. So now we're just going to sit on the ground. What this does is it gives you skills. So I believe the first one is cooking. So if you look at our cooking skill right here, it says XP 0 out of 75. So watching this TV show where it's talking about chicken and noodle soup. Chicken soup, yeah. It should, over time, start giving us some cooking experience. Now, you kind of want to be close to it. This is kind of like real life as well. You want to be close to a TV when you first start off. For the first 7 days that our TV show is being broadcast, and they teach you some like really important skills. There's one that gives you like, I think later on the same channel, Life and Living, also gives you some skills in carpentry, and you need carpentry skill to like progress, to like build stuff. And yeah, so as soon as this is finished, we're gonna have a look around the house a little bit. Fingers crossed in the kitchen somewhere we might get some kind of weapon, I hope. What's in this right here? So, Trapping Volume 4. We don't really need to read that yet. I don't think we can. We've got a crossword magazine as well, which is kind of useful because crosswords and stuff. If you sit inside and don't do anything, he gets bored. So you need to keep him entertained. And books and magazines and stuff really like keep him entertained. So we are gonna close the curtains on everything because we don't want Zomboots getting in. Now these baggy jeans are actually better than my trousers, so we are gonna wear those. And we're gonna put our trousers in there. So we've got baggy jeans on now. That is a CD. We don't really need a CD right now. What is in this area? Satchel. That's pretty good. Can I put that on my back? No. But what we can... I swear... Yeah, equip on back. There you go. Now we've got a satchel. So we can put stuff in the satchel. And it should be less weight for us. So... we're definitely going to take the rope and the electric wire. Because we're not going to stay in this place. Again, I'm going to close all of the curtains. So what have we got in the fridge? We've got meat patty uncooked. Okay, don't eat it straight away. By the way, you have to cook it, otherwise you get sick. Got some fruit jam and maple syrup. Tell you what, we're going to put that in the satchel as well. Can opener, definitely take. I'm actually going to put the can opener on my person so I don't accidentally... like if I accidentally drop this satchel, I don't get rid of my can opener, because can opener is super good because look at all the food we've got. Like even dog food, we can eat that. It's just going to make us a little bit unhappy. There's nothing in the washing machine. Nothing in the oven right now. Okay. Unfortunately, there's not even like a frying pan or anything that we could use as a weapon. So this was a little bit of a bust. We are going to set this as our home base. And by that I mean we're just going to come back to this place every single time. And now we are going to venture out. So you want to crouch kind of... Oh, there's a zombie right there. Did he see us? Oh, he did. Okay. So we're going to push him over and stomp on his face. So he's got a jacket. So we're going to take the jacket. And we are actually going to take the trousers as well. Or pants, as they call it in this game. Oh, and the t-shirt. And I'll tell you why. Because... Oh, hello. If we walk back inside, close the door, we can actually... let's close the door on that as well. We can actually wash all of those pieces of clothing. So we're washing the trousers. We're washing the jacket. It's currently got bloody on it. That's not very good for you. If it's bloody... then that means that you're more likely to get like an infection if you've got a scratch or anything. So you don't really want a bloody piece of clothing. So we are actually going to wear the jacket because it's better for us. Not our colour though. I can't be picky right now though, because this is all we've got. Oh, there's another zombie. So we do want to continue crouching until we push her over. And just like, oh, there's a, oh, that's an even better one, a leather jacket. Okay. Well, we're going to loot the leather jacket and then we'll just hop over this fence. And we'll try and get in here. Okay, that is locked. Try and break in right there. Ooh, we can get in. Hopefully the alarm doesn't go off. Sometimes the alarm goes off, which is not great. So, sleeping tablets and word search magazine. Definitely take those. Sometimes, well, you can see right there, there's a zombie right there. Sometimes, like if we were to open... Oh, there's a zombie right there. Brilliant. Okay, I'm just going to move back a little bit. Stomp on your head. Haha. Oh. TV. Right, let's device options that. Quickly turn it over to Life and Living. Tune in. And turn it down. Make sure we're on Life and Living. And that's going to give us the carpentry skill. And again, we need carpentry because it's what we need for building stuff. Now, just like Sims, you can hit the fast forward button up here. And you can fast forward, which is super useful for reading books. There's another can opener right there. That's pretty good. We're going to take all the food we can. So I'm going to open my satchel and put all of the food in there. And I don't think we need anything from in here. Baking, roasting, no. Still not got anything. Saucepan of water. Okay. So we could empty this saucepan of water and use the saucepan as a weapon. That might be what we end up doing if we don't find anything. And by the look... Oh, hello. Oh, good. By the looks of it, we aren't going to find anything, so... Ooh, fresh cooked salmon. I will be eating that, thank you very much. That'll give me a little boost. When you have like this... So, if I move this down slightly, up here, it will give you... Full to bursting. Couldn't manage another single solitary bite. This thing right here is really good for you because it means you can carry more. So right now we can carry 20 weight worth of food. Or stuff, not food. I wish it was food. So we came in here. What books have we got? Oh, mechanics is good. A magazine. Stick that in the satchel. Now, I've got to be wary right now because there's two doors. There's one right here and one over here. And there might be some zombies behind the doors. So... Okay, good. We're all good. Nothing in here. Oh, she has a key. Now, that key might be really useful for us, and we can put it on our key ring. So I'm going to do that. And a digital watch, yes. Let's put that on our... You normally put it on your left wrist, don't you? I'm actually going to walk in here and use the sink to drink. Ideally, we'll find ourselves like a water bottle or at least a bottle of drink. Oh, I should have been careful right there. Ooh, the Hunter magazine. Yeah, that teaches us how to make trap boxes and caged traps. That's pretty good. Okay, we'll be taking those and the magazines because keep our boredom down. Now, the key we got, I don't know if it's the key. It might be the key to this car. I doubt it. Ooh. There's a sack. There's some duct tape. Definitely take the duct tape. Plastic bag is interesting because we can hold it in one of our hands. I didn't take the saucepan, did I yet? Where's... Usually there's an option right here for the glove compartment. Okay, we can swap seats. So let's swap to the driver's seat. Now we're in the driver's seat. There you go. There's the glove compartment. So there's a flipping gun in there. And some ammo as well. But we don't really want to use the gun. Ooh, let's put that in our main inventory again because we don't want to lose that. And we'll put the gun, the ammo in there. And we'll read the map. This one's, it said annotated. Left my old tools here. Won't need them anymore. Okay, so that's in March Ridge. So there's a tissue right here. You equip it, and then whenever you do some sneezing, yeah, you muffle it so they don't hear you. Okay, we've got a decent amount of food. I am gonna quickly run back to our house. Oh, there's two Zomboots right there. Okay, they didn't see me, which is good. I'm going to quickly run in to our house. Close the door. And we're just going to go sit by the telly for a bit. And we might as well go and wash ourselves as well. So if we right click here and go wash all clothing first. Oh, and we want to put that leather jacket on as well, if we can. Right, so wear the leather jacket, and that should take off the other jacket. We can actually rip the regular jacket, so we can rip it into some rags. I think rags is a good one to get. And we can also rip it into some sheet rope. And now, you use the sheet rope to go up and down, like out of a window. And that's one way to get in and out, which the Zomboots can't use. But we don't really need that right now. We kind of need it for... Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to put it in the bedroom over here. So pants, t-shirt. And we got some ripped sheets. These are like bandages. They're like really crappy bandages. But for right now, we are kind of waiting for the TV. So I've got the pistol out, and I'm going to try. If you open the box of magazine, if you open the box of rounds, gather gunpowder. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, where's my gun? There it is. So I don't know how you load these. Eject magazine, equip secondary. Eject magazine. I really haven't played with the guns in this game, because I always try and avoid guns in like every game. Oh, it's empty. There's no magazine. Oh, wait. That's because magazine's right here. So can we... insert 15 into the magazine. So we are going to load that magazine all the way up with bullets. Now, insert magazine, there we go. So we just loaded that gun with some rounds. Now, we're just going to keep that on us, but not use it as a weapon. If you know what I mean. Because we don't really need to use a gun. It also brings the Zomboots. I'm going to favourite that one, but I'm actually going to unequip it. Yeah. Loud noises brings the Zomboots to our door, so we don't really want that. I believe it's 6 o'clock that you get the next broadcast, so we are just going to wait until 6, and I am going to fast forward. 4:20. So I'm just washing myself. It's like 10 minutes to. And I needed a drink anyway. But we have got this thing here. Getting bored. Occupy yourself or seek entertainment. You actually get less bored if you're outside. Which kind of makes sense if you think about it. I mean, here we go. Welcome to Exposure Survival Guide. I'm Dean and I'm going back to nature. So this will show you some outdoorsy stuff. So what skill is this going to get us? I did not know there was a reloading skill, but we got some points in that. Fishing. Hey, bit of fishing XP. It's not bad. Oh, there you go. That just finished. The show just finished. And we got ourselves a brand new level in fishing. So we can do some fishing later. Which is actually decent for food. It's like a renewable source of food instead of going to scavenge. I don't know if in the mode that I'm in, if things respawn or not. I kind of hope they don't, because if this is going to be a little bit more like, I won't say real life because zombies, but if it's going to be a bit more realistic, then it probably shouldn't respawn. But that is what we've got for this day, at least. So we can have a nap on this sofa. We are still incredibly bored by the looks of it. So I'm going to grab myself a magazine and we're just going to read the magazine for a little bit. And that should, once we finish the magazine, end our boredom. Although technically we could just go sit outside. I mean, I kind of want to go on a little loot run to the house above us. There you go, we're not bored anymore. Before I do that, I should probably put all of the stuff back in the fridge. Now the power does go off after, so anything that says fresh, chuck that in there. Yeah, the power goes off after a certain amount of time. I think it's 10 days. Correct me if I'm wrong. Bell pepper, you can go in there as well. So we've only got like 10 days of power. But there is other ways of getting power, and that is with like a little generator that you can find, and you can fill that up with gas. Americans call it gas, I know, but this is going to be our base camp, by the way, so I'm going to stock everything that we've got in this place, and I'm going to keep basically all the food that we've got over here. I'll keep a few bits of food on us, in case we get hungry, like we just did. But you can see how it takes like a little bit of time to put stuff from my inventory into here. I'm going to eat, not the maple syrup. Maple syrup is really good. Let's put the maple syrup in here. Did I put all the food in there? No, we've got some fruit jam. I'll put that in there as well, and the vegetable oil. So let's open a tin of corned beef. So that should be in our inventory. Open can of corned beef. Eat all of it. And we could eat half of it, I suppose. But that would only give us 12 hunger points. And that gave us an empty tin can. And we can actually place item, and you can put it in the world. So we are going to put it right there. You want to wash up after yourself? I mean, you can't, but this is what I normally do whenever I have like a tin of beans or something at home in real life, is I just put it next to the sink until I can be bothered to wash it. So just going to leave that there for now. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find a weapon. I quite like zooming out all the way. I know it's kind of hard to see stuff, but I quite like zooming out all the way just because you can see a lot of stuff that way. Oh, I just broke the lock on that window. Oh, and the door's open. Excellent. Right, what we got here? We got a knife. Call that a knife? Bread knife. Okay, let's attach to the belt. So, oh, that's not even the knife I was thinking of. Grab. Ooh, bowl of soup. It's uncooked soup though. Kitchen knife, that's the one I wanted. So let's put that on the... Yeah, put that on the belt. Canned sardines as well. Bread fresh. Yes, we'll have that as well. I'll try and put all of the food and stuff in our bag, because food's kind of heavy. Knife, by the way, is a really crappy item to get, but it's better than nothing, because we don't have anything right now. So let's equip the knife, at least, so we can stabby stabby if needed. So there's a door right here. Nope, all good. Rubber duck. Okay, all of these things we don't need. Tweezers are actually really useful because you can pull out... sometimes when you break a window, because you can like just smash a window, when you like jump through the window, you can cut your hand and you get bits of glass in it. So tweezers really good for that because you can pull out all the glass. And we are going to take the rubber duck because it's cute. I don't think there's going to be any more TV today. Ooh, that's a VHS. So VHS is just like watching a TV program. So it might be a good one to take. Although I'm not sure our TV can actually take VHS tapes. Okay, we're going to spin around. Drumsticks and an electric bass guitar. Funny thing about this is we can actually attach it to our back. So, and we can use it as a weapon later on if wanted to. I'll take the drumsticks as well just because it's funny. Ooh, now we are over encumbered. Is anything else in here? Padded pants. Okay, let's grab those. Just in case it's better than what we've got. Tis not better than what we've got. Okay, we'll put it back in the... on the floor apparently. Sheet of paper. Right, we are going to remove the curtains from this place. And we're going to remove it from any other curtained places that we can find. We can actually use those to cover up some of the windows that we can't cover up in our home base, if you know what I mean. Home base, by the way, is a thing in the UK. It's like Home Depot in America. So can I just remove curtains? I'm going to remove all of the curtains I can. Okay, not too bad of an expedition. Just gonna give it... You should not really sprint to begin with. So, first things first, the door. Add sheet. So we can put a sheet on that and we can close the curtain. And the other door also has the option to add a sheet. So we'll do that. And we will close the curtain. There we go. And now no one can see in here. We just need to be quiet, basically. Now, quick drink at the sink. Again, the water turns itself off after a few days. And we are over encumbered, so I'm going to drop off a bunch of food that we've got. Now, we've got some food right here, which is a bowl of soup. We're going to stick it into the oven, and then we're just going to click the turn on option. Now, you kind of got to keep an eye on this, because you don't want it burning, for one thing. Plus, if you leave the oven on, and then walk away, you can burn down a house, which I did not know in one of my first playthroughs. So I left a ton of ovens on, and it burnt down a couple of houses, and yeah, that was not great, including the house I was trying to live in. Okay, there we go. That is now cooked, so quickly turn that off. Again, after 10 days, we won't get gas anymore. So all of the utilities basically go away after that. So that is cooked bowl of soup. We're going to definitely eat that. Lovely. Empty bowl, we could probably... I'm going to place it down right next to that, because give it a bit of wash later. So, the next thing I'm going to do is read this magazine, and we're just going to sit here and read it. This is where the fast reader comes in really nicely. By the way, there is a map down here which you can move. All of the stuff from Project Zomboid, you can move it to wherever you want. I don't tend to use my map that much, to be fair. Maybe I do. Okay, I'll leave it up here for now. But I use this screen, like, often, so it's kind of floating for me. So this magazine is now worthless to us because we don't need it anymore. But I'm gonna walk over here and plonk it straight in the shelves that we got here. This is a bookcase. I believe you can't turn round in this game. I don't believe you can't like turn the camera, and if you can, I don't know how you do it. So it's been a while since I played this, as you can tell. But that is the first night in Project Zomboid, and we had a little bit of an adventure. We killed a couple of zombies. We got a few skills up, so we got light-footed, sneaking. Our carpentry went up because we watched the telly, obviously, and our cooking level went up as well. We did a little bit of cooking right there. We cooked some soup, and we also watched it on the telly. Fishing went up, again, watched it on the telly. Found ourselves a firearm, which we're going to save for a special occasion, if we start getting overrun or something. And made ourselves a little base. So I think that's kind of where I'm going to end it for today's episode. Let me know what you think of this. If you're interested, I might think... Oh, what? There's another show on. 12 o'clock, there's another show. Okay, I'll get him less bored. But yeah, tell me what you think of this. If you've got any tips, that'd be really useful, because I've not played this in forever, basically. The last time I played it was like a few days ago. But before that, I hadn't played it for like a year. I've been pretty focused on Minecraft, and I just decided that I wanted to play a little bit of this. Been watching The Walking Dead, so kind of put me in the mood to play some sort of zombie game, if I'm honest. So, with that, let me have a little sleep, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.